Something important is being sent out in the mail starting December 26th, and it affects every single person who receives Social Security benefits. This mailing directly impacts your money, your benefits, and your overall financial situation. Around 75 million beneficiaries will begin receiving this document in their mailboxes, and it is critical that you understand exactly what it is, why it matters, and what steps you need to take when it arrives. This is not ordinary mail, and it is not something you should ignore or discard. For those who may not realize it, navigating Social Security, Medicare, disability benefits, and related programs can be confusing and overwhelming. Over the years, countless families have struggled because they misunderstood government paperwork or missed an important detail that later cost them time, money, or benefits. This document is one of those details that truly matters. Ignoring it or failing to understand it could create unnecessary problems down the road, especially with ongoing discussions about a potential $2,000 stimulus payment being mentioned by the president. While nothing is guaranteed, being prepared is essential. Beginning December 26th, Social Security will mail out annual benefit tax documents to all beneficiaries. Individuals living in the United States will receive an SSA 1099 form, while those living abroad will receive an SSA 1042S form. Many people immediately assume that because they do not file taxes, this document is irrelevant to them. That assumption is a mistake. Even if you have never filed a tax return and do not expect to file one, this document still matters and should never be thrown away. This mailing applies to nearly everyone receiving Social Security benefits. Retirement beneficiaries collecting monthly retirement checks will receive it, accounting for over 50 million people. Those receiving Social Security disability insurance will also receive it, which includes millions of disabled workers. Supplemental Security income recipients are included as well, even though SSI itself is not taxable. Survivors receiving benefits, including widows, widowers, and children of deceased workers, will get this document. Veterans who receive Social Security benefits in addition to VA benefits must pay attention to this form for the Social Security portion. Additionally, anyone who received back pay or increased benefits under the Social Security Fairness Act will absolutely need to review this document carefully. If Social Security paid you even a single dollar during the year, you will receive this form. The document shows the exact amount of money Social Security paid you throughout the year. What many people do not realize is that this same information is also sent directly to the Internal Revenue Service. That means whatever amount appears on this form is what the IRS believes you received. If there is an error and the amount listed is higher than what you actually received, the IRS may assume you owe taxes on money you never got. While Social Security systems are generally accurate, mistakes can and do happen. When this document arrives, you should take a few moments to review it carefully. Look at the total benefit amount and confirm that it aligns with what you were paid over the year. If something looks wrong, you should contact Social Security as soon as possible to have it corrected. This form serves as your official proof of income and carries legal significance. There are many everyday situations where this document becomes essential. If you apply for a car loan, housing assistance, utility assistance, food assistance, or other benefit programs, you may be asked to prove your income. This form does exactly that. If you are seeking help with Medicare costs, prescription drug assistance, or savings programs, this document provides the verification needed. For widowed parents, disabled individuals, veterans, and seniors seeking additional aid, this paper often determines eligibility. Many Social Security beneficiaries also file tax returns, especially if they have other sources of income such as pensions, part-time work, investments, or rental income. In those cases, this document is required to accurately complete a tax return. Tax preparers and tax software both rely on the figures shown on this form. Even individuals who have never filed before may need to do so if their financial situation changed during the year, such as selling property, withdrawing retirement funds, or receiving a large lump sum payment. This is particularly important for those who received significant back pay under the Social Security Fairness Act. While receiving a large payment is welcome news, it can sometimes create unexpected tax consequences. Lump sum payments in the tens of thousands of dollars may result in part of that money being taxable. The SSA 1099 clearly shows the total amount received, which is essential for determining any tax liability. This is not a reason to panic, but it is a reason to review the document carefully and consider consulting a qualified tax professional. There has been ongoing discussion about a possible $2,000 stimulus payment. At this time, no legislation has been passed, and no final rules have been established. While the president and administration officials continue to mention it, there is no guarantee it will happen. It is important to remain realistic while also staying prepared. If such a payment does move forward, there will almost certainly be eligibility rules based on income. Historically, stimulus payments are tied to income levels rather than whether someone files a tax return. That said, if rules were to change and filing became necessary, having this document would allow you to file quickly and accurately. For individuals who typically do not file, a simple return may be required to claim a payment. The SSA 1099 provides the exact figures needed to do that without delays. Most people living solely on Social Security have relatively modest incomes. Monthly retirement benefits around $1,500 translate to an annual income under $20,000. SSI recipients receive even less annually, and average disability benefits are also well below typical income thresholds. These income levels would likely fall under any reasonable limit set for stimulus eligibility. This document serves as proof of that income and could be required to demonstrate qualification. When the document arrives, there are clear steps you should take. Open it immediately rather than letting it sit unopened. Review the information to ensure accuracy, especially the total benefit amount. If something seems incorrect, contact Social Security promptly. Once reviewed, store the document in a secure place where you keep other important records such as birth certificates, insurance papers, or property documents. Keep this form for the entire year and do not discard it prematurely. You never know when proof of income will be required, whether for taxes, assistance programs, loans, or potential stimulus payments. If you file taxes, provide this document to your tax preparer or enter the information into your tax software. If you do not file taxes, still keep it safe in case circumstances change. There is a lot of uncertainty surrounding potential stimulus payments, including eligibility, income limits, and timing. Because nothing is finalized, preparation is key. Being ready means having your documentation organized and accessible. Missing out on financial assistance simply because paperwork was thrown away is completely avoidable. It is also worth noting that there has been some positive news for Social Security beneficiaries recently. The cost of living adjustment for the year was 2.5%, resulting in higher monthly payments for many recipients. Medicare prescription drug costs have become more manageable due to a lower out-of-pocket cap, which can be life-changing for those on expensive medications. Earnings limits for those working while receiving benefits have increased, allowing more flexibility. Beneficiaries affected by the Social Security Fairness Act have seen meaningful increases in their payments and, in some cases, substantial back pay. Navigating Social Security and related programs can feel exhausting and confusing. Many people feel overwhelmed by forms, rules, and constant changes. However, staying informed is one of the most powerful tools you have. Understanding what is coming in the mail, why it matters, and how it affects your finances puts you in control. This information is not intended as tax, legal, or accounting advice. Everyone's situation is different, and you should consult a qualified professional for personalized guidance. What can be said with confidence is that preparation matters. Keeping important documents, reviewing them carefully, and staying informed can make a real difference in your financial security. As this document arrives after December 26th, remember its importance. Verify the information, store it safely, and keep it accessible. Whether it is needed for taxes, benefit programs, or potential future payments, it is a key piece of your financial record. Staying informed and prepared positions you to take advantage of opportunities and avoid unnecessary stress.